I know you guys have been waiting for this. Come on, get Tengen and Yin to do the But there's one more chapter before that. Tengen was an image since day one. The only thing you knew about him was 1, he's married and has 3 wives, and 2, he seemed to have an obsession with things he deemed flashy. He called himself in a way that demanded attention and carried an aura of coolness, everything that you found to be absolutely enduring. You'd notice other things as well, little details that kept you to yourself, like how his eyes seem to shine when he smiles at you. Just being alone together with him like this, enough to put you at ease. You don't know how to appreciate him, so you just watch him whilst lying cuddled up against him, seeing him smile, listening when he laughs, and feeling his touch. His constant teasing and flirting made the color of your cheeks even brighter, accompanied by the alcohol from the chocolates including in them. So, the milkman? You suddenly asked. Tengen shot you a questionable look. The girls here say you are the milkman. Though it took him a lot longer than it should have, but Tengen eventually understood what you'd meant, and his eyes silently widened in disbelief. He had completely forgotten all about that. Really? He muses. You're telling me they actually bought that? Guess I'm a better liar than I thought, he thinks. You mean you're not a milkman? You ask him, glancing up at him through your lashes. No, he admits. Come on, Yin. You've seen how I dress. Remember back when we've met at that ruins? You thought briefly for a moment, recalling seeing him dressed as a ninja of sorts and 2-blade weapons on his back, and of course, that iconic bejeweled headband he usually always wears. What milkman dresses like a shinobi? He asked. Well, maybe there's ninja milk delivery men? You giggled. Seriously, Yin? His sweat dropped. What, you'd never know? Delivering bottles of milk from door to door can be pretty dangerous. Best to lay low and be stealthy. Your silly remark made Tengen laugh wholeheartedly. Well, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound reasonable, he muses. But seriously though, I'm no milk delivery man. Now curious as to what he was exactly and what he does for a living, you took the opportunity to ask him, then what is it you do, Tengen-sama? At first, Tengen remained silent, contemplating on whether or not he should tell you the actual truth. He honestly didn't want to frighten you and cause you hernia, but he thinks that he's crazy for that matter, but figured it's now or never. With that, he finally answered, I'm a demon slayer. You perked at that. Did I hear him right? Did he say demon slayer? You thought. A what? I'm a demon slayer, Yin, meaning that I hunt and slay demons for the sake of humanity, he tells you. Slowly you stopped leaning against him and widened your eyes in disbelief. The two of you locking pierced eyes as you tried to find any signs of trivial. However, Tengen's expression remained serious, implying he wasn't joking. A demon slayer? He couldn't be possibly telling the truth, right? Demons and monsters aren't real, right? But you're at the point you're just willing to believe anything Tengen says. From him telling you he's a married man with 3 wives to him telling you to be with him. You're a couple now, and he'd promised not to keep any more secrets from you. I don't understand. Is the word demon slayer like a symbol for cup or something? You ask. And demons are just a metaphor for criminals, right? Oh, you wanted that to be the truth, but alas, Tengen only shakes his head no. No, cupcake. He chuckles. Huh, cupcake. That's a new one. You'd briefly thought as Tengen continues. Though I wish it was true. However, I'm afraid demons are very, very real. He tells you. You mean like yokai and anishuke? You ask, inwardly berating yourself for sounding like a curious child. Close, but not quite. There are some that look very familiar to yokai, but they're humans just like you and I, who have rejected their humanity and have become monsters that only feed on human blood. He explains, You felt a chill go down your spine as Tengen begins telling you that he's a part of the Demon Slaying Corps, a secret organization that's not under government, and that he's an elite warrior known as a Hashira. He also explains how much Hashiras possess a distinct and unique breathing style, which allows them to perform abilities deemed superhuman. And also, I want to give a little Taisho era secret right here, because I don't think many people know this. But the reason why there's only 9 Hashira is because, the creator was like, oh, my bad. I only came up with 9 Hashiras. Yippee! But anyways, it's our job, our simple duty to defend and protect the innocent people from demons. He says, whether you believe me or not is entirely up to you, but what I'm telling you is the truth. For a moment, you stay quiet, allowing your brain time to process what he is telling you. Despite not wanting to actually believe that he's such a thing of demons, ghouls, and monsters, you couldn't help but accept. Besides, the world is vast, so who's to say that other creatures or strange cryptids aren't out there? I believe you, Tengen-sama. You finally answer. At your response, Tengen felt his heart swell. He was beyond overwhelmed to hear that you're willing to trust him. Though he wasn't expecting you to do so, but it felt nice. But he wasn't complaining. But how would I know the difference between a demon and a human? You ask, a bit terrified. What if he's saying the truth? Then that means anyone around you could be a bloodthirsty demon. Well, unless their appearance is slightly altered, some demons have non-human characteristics, like horns, tails, razor-sharp teeth, claws, multiple limbs, and etc. But there are ones that look very human and have strange eyes. Anything else? You ask. Demons cannot be killed so easily. Anything such as a stab wound or a blade or a gunshot would not harm a demon nor kill it, because they have the ability to regenerate. He exclaimed, okay, so if you see someone healing rapidly from a fatal wound, they're a demon. But what are the chances of you seeing something like that happening? Also, demons are weak to the sunlight, so they always hunt at night. Why sunlight? You ask curiously. Because it'll kill them instantly. Tengen says, so they're like familiar to vampires then. Those blood-sucking creatures that foreigners from overseas be foretelling. Although they're daywalkers, demons can also survive in the sunlight, but it's very rare, he adds. You blink at him. Then how exactly do you kill a demon? Decapitation, he replied matter-of-factly, via beheading or dismemberment. Yikes! Just hearing that is causing you pain. To think chopping a demon into pieces is the only way to keep them down for a good amount of time makes you worry and feel bad for the poor demon that was going through that. But, oh well. Anything else you want to know? Tengen asked, snapping you out of your thoughts. You blink again. Was there more to know? Besides, just learning a bit of the truth about Tengen and that demons exist, though you felt like asking him more questions, but decided there were plenty enough time for that. Right now was far as you didn't come here for that. So you shook your head. I'm good. Thank you, Tengen-sama, for telling me, you say. At that, he simply smiles before leaning down to give you a quick kiss. The action made you blushing like a tomato. Well, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, is there anything else you want to know? You still have 5 hours left with me. You slowly sat up, staring at him shyly as you played with your hair flirtatiously. I have a few ideas, he says, a hand holding your chin and making the tip of your head meet his gaze fully. He then leans forward, eyes glancing with mischief as he leans in close, his lips nervously grazing your ear. Want to hear it? His voice dripping with desire. All depends on what you have in mind. Your cheeks felt flaming hot, your toes curled as he shivered in anticipation. Tengen smirks before whispering into your ear. Oh my god. Oh god, hold up. Let me taste you. Oh my dear lord.